You're listening to Tehachapi with Key Budge, Corey Costello, and Greg Garrett.
It's Key Budge in here today. It's a Tehachapi mini version, and joining me is Nicole Hamlin from #LoveTehachapi. Nicole, welcome back to Tehachapi.
Thank you, Key, for having me and always supporting #LoveTehachapi. We are great partners, fun partners with the city, and we appreciate all you guys do for us.
It's that back and forth. You guys love Tehachapi. I mean, it truly is. And you go out and you do things for the community, and then we try to support where we can as a government agency, and the positive impact is just there. I mean, people talk about it. So what's some of the feedback that you've seen with some of the things you guys have been doing over the last couple of years? I'm sure you've heard got some positive feedback.
Definitely. I think one of maybe it doesn't always come across as positive, but just the shock and awe that people will do things that we kind of covered this before, but just there's no strings attached. You don't have to, request help. Sometimes we just show up. Sometimes we know that you need help, but sometimes we just surprise you. So there's really no, if you will, rhyme or reason. So I think that's one of the positives is it's just, there's not a lot of rules behind it. That's what makes it fun. It's kind of pretty low key and fun. Another positive is that people are seeing just more joy in our city, and then neighbors helping neighbors. You want to live in a city where people are supporting you and they have your back. So that's a positive.
The neighbor helping neighbor is the biggest takeaway that I see, that I'm able to tell people about. And for those people that maybe haven't heard about #LoveTehachapi, as we've jumped in, Nicole leads this brilliant team of community volunteers that absolutely love our community. And they're always asking, is there a senior citizen? Is there someone maybe has financial difficulty? Is there someone that's just in need that might need help with yard work or whatever it is? And you guys are there as volunteers to step in and just try and help and make a brighter day, give people some hope and say, wow, we are neighbors. And I've seen it, gone out on these day events that you do, that it becomes infectious, and people who just go, wow, what, you want to help me? Okay. And then they're helping someone from 2 blocks down that they haven't met before in their neighborhood, and it's infectious.
Yeah. And I think you spot on, Key, in that it spreads, right? When somebody is made to feel good, they love that feeling and they think, oh, how can I make somebody else feel good? And so actually a lot of our volunteers always come out of an event that we do because they come back to us and go, I want to be a part of that next time. And so that's what's exciting, is that, our volunteer base has really just grown organically. There was no, again, we don't have requirements for volunteers. You don't have to meet a certain, we don't ask for your resume or anything like that. We just say, hey, if you are interested in supporting Tehachapi, loving on people and spreading joy, that's all we do.
Well, let's talk about what's coming up. What's the next event that you've got in the queue?
Yeah, Saturday, April 23rd. So it'll be the Saturday after Easter. On Saturday that day throughout Tehachapi, we will be doing the spreading joy, serving, and loving on people in some fun and exciting ways. I want to kind of keep some of it a surprise because we just like to sometimes do that shock.
Little pop-up
exactly.
kind of love that you're going to spread.
Yeah, but I will put in some teasers that there will be about 4 or 5 different teams this time in our city. We are bringing back one of our favorites because it is April and it is Earth Day that week. We are very big fans and supporting keeping our city streets, our neighborhoods, our lots as clean as we can. Key, you know that the wind is not in our favor here in Tehachapi, but so we do have some teams that are excited about joining what we call our trash crew. They get to wear the high-vis vest. The city helps us with the grabbers and the gloves, and they just get excited. It's actually a really fun crew to be a part of because the city is so supportive. We pick up the trash, and then the city is helpful in getting those bags and putting it where it needs to go. But that's something that all ages can do, because they have the grabber. So if you're not wanting to bend over and get the trash, we got the grabber for you. But families come out. I've seen businesses come out with their employees. They like to do that. So again, that is one that's going to happen. And then we've got a couple, like I said, don't want to reveal too much, but there will be some definite surprises. I will give a teaser. There's a sign that will get popped up hopefully tomorrow that says Love Tehachapi coming soon. So I will say if people can find that sign in the city, that will give you a clue to one of the locations we will be at. But again, we have volunteers signing up. Kia will mention that it's not too late to have people come join us. Like I said, we have a couple different crews that you can help on, and we don't require anything from you. Love Tehachapi provides all the funding, all the supplies, all that. We just need manpower.
So how do I sign up?
The easiest way right now is to reach out to me personally via email, and that's simple. It's Nicole@NicoleHamblin.com. And the reason I say email is because then I just put you on that Love Tehachapi email list, and then you just get the know. You get to know what's going on and where we need help. We do have a Facebook page that is Love Tehachapi on Facebook. So if you want to reach out through there too, I usually do that email, get it out to you. And then if you see something that you want to volunteer in or join, then I get you hooked up that way and you're good to go. I do want to mention this time, in the past events, we've done all-day events, we've done hour events. These crews that will go out on Saturday, April 23rd, it's a 2-hour window. A couple of them are from 10 to noon, and then we have a couple that are from noon to 2. So it's a real, I feel, very brief, 2 hours out of your Saturday that I promise you, I always tell people, you get your money back guarantee that if you don't leave Love Tehachapi event day feeling some type of joy and excitement after you volunteer, come talk to me and I'll take care of you. But I've never in 3 years had anybody come cash in their rebate on that. So yeah, it's just a fun time. It's fun to be a part, and there's something about watching other people be happy and get loved on that just, it touches you, and it's something that is infectious, like we said earlier.
It's something as easy as a smile and a hello and acknowledgement can change your day. And this, you put in even more effort to let them know they're individually special. So that really kind of sends that positive energy. What I've seen is those people that have received or witnessed it, they come back and say, I want to be a part of this to assist and make someone else feel as special as I did.
Yes. Again, because that is how we spread, right? We spread that. And so when we started back in 2019, it wasn't as big. It obviously, has grown since then. And I think I always like to point out our volunteers. I cherish, and our volunteers are precious to me. We never over ask, we never overtask them. And that's partly because we do know that they're giving of their time, especially on a Saturday. We are busy people. We have families and all that. So anybody listening, know that this is not something we're not going to beat your door down and ask you every weekend. We try to do just 2 events a year, spring and fall. So because we love you and we thank you for what you do. It's an honor to get to manage or direct, whatever the word is. I don't see it as a job at all. I see it as just getting to be a part of something so great. But there's things for people to do behind the scenes and in front of people. So volunteers, if you're interested, we would love to have you join us.
And that's send an email to Nicole. It's NICHOLE at Nicole Hamblin, also with an H, and .com. And then, and if you have any problems, you can always send an email to me and I'll get it to Nicole. It's at media@TehachapiCityHall.com. Nicole, I also want to press out, no one is on salary. This is 100% volunteer across the board. This isn't someone you're organizing and getting paid and then you organize these events. No, 100% volunteerism.
Yes, yeah. I thank you, Key, for pointing that out. In today's day and age, there are always a lot of questions of what does that look like behind the scenes. Yeah, nobody's making money off of this. And when you bring that up, the thing that came to my mind is Love Tehachapi is also a huge supporter of our city businesses, our local businesses. So when we put on an event, we actually do not ask for donations. So we don't go to local businesses and ask for donations. We pay for what we are gifting away. So an example, in the past, we have gifted away coffee gift cards. So we will go to Commons Coffee or Starbucks Coffee and purchase those gift cards. There have been times that a business will say, oh, we want to donate towards, or we want to take $1 off for you. Awesome, but we don't ask. And the reason we don't do that is because these businesses in our city they need our support. They need our, and that is very precious to us too. So there are so many businesses and in the city that are so generous and are constantly donating, and we recognize that. So we don't want to burden that by asking for that more. But again, so we try always to purchase, and that money is generously donated over the year to us so that Love Tehachapi can do what we do. I'm glad you brought that up because we do have physical manpower, but we also have people that support us financially.
It's such a special event. And again, you mentioned started in 2019, a part of the Chief Krager's program of improving the neighborhoods. And you guys came out in mass and it just, boom, you're off and running and you're able to continue to do this, which is appreciated. We here at the city are we're all in to support and say, yes, whatever it is you guys want to do, we want to be behind you to provide the, whatever we can as a government agency. So thank you. From our standpoint, we notice a difference.
We all want to be in Tehachapi and we want to make it the best. Yeah. So working in relationship is our number one.
So again, the next opportunity is going to be Saturday, April 23rd from 10 a.m. to 12. And also there's going to be some 12 to 2. You reach out to Nicole, Nichole. That's Nicole at NicoleHamlin.com. And then Nicole can get you signed up in whatever area you'd like to do it. And she can kind of talk a little further about what the other areas are. And then also a reminder that on the day before that, on Friday the 22nd, we will have the Salvation Army. We'll be doing some litter pickup along with the Tehachapi Area Association of Realtors, Starbucks, and there's some other entities that might be coming forward to help join in and doing more litter removal in different areas. So both groups have come and said, hey, where can we help? So we've kind of split things up so we're not overlapping and we can really make the entire city as beautiful as possible. But it's done thanks to volunteers. Nicole, thank you. Thank you to all the volunteers, and we just greatly appreciate it.
Thank you, Key. Thank you for always supporting us and this platform of allowing people to hear about what we're doing, and such a great podcast. And
it's the award-winning #Love Tehachapi. We didn't touch on it, but your group was recognized by the Kern Council of Governments for your community involvement. So we'll acknowledge that for you and say thank you again.
Thank you, Key.
All right, folks. Again, media at Tehachapi City Hall if you've got any questions, or Nicole with an H, Nicole at NicoleHamlin.com, and we'll get you involved here in one of these great Love Tehachapi and Earth Day events. And we appreciate your time here on Tehachapod, and we'll catch you again soon.
Tehachapod is a conversation about Tehachapi designed for the people who live here or who would like to know more about this mountaintop community. If you have a question you would like answered, email media@TehachapiCityHall.com. We will try to answer it on a future episode of Tehachapod.